the queen and all her women. Oh, beautiful, stunning, amazing. All of the things. The hummingbird here, this is such a beautiful energy. It's such a happy energy. So air energy here for you, light as a feather. Hummingbird equates to that of the Page of Swords in one way, which speaks of a knowing, messages, communication, offers, personal insights and revelations, and also research, right? It's interesting because the way that I saw that house in the form of a hologram is it felt like that knowing, that inkling of an idea or that sense. And even though it's not shown up in the 3D, like it's coming, it's really fascinating, right? Like you're aware of this. You could be having dreams about it. You could just have a deep knowing. It's coming into full formation. Now, again, please take the house, as literally or figuratively as you desired. We aren't necessarily talking about an actual house, but something, right? When we think about the symbol of a house, right? It's something that gives you shelter. It can be a respite from the outside world. It's a haven. It's a place where you can be you. It's a place where family, your loved ones might live or visit you, right? So all of that, and it's also a direct reflection of you. It's unique to you, your soul, your spirit. When you invite people in, it's a very personal act, right? So this idea of a house, that's what this feels like is coming to you, something that really serves you and informs you on all of those levels. So it's really beautiful. It's also, a house has a lasting foundation that's around for a long time if it's built right. So I do feel like you've had some patience around this as well, for sure. Now, another aspect of the hummingbird, you see this rainbow here, kind of harkens back to the 10 of Cups in the Trogs in the traditional deck. There's, a family underneath a rainbow with a house in the foreground. Really interesting. Or background, actually. So another aspect of hummingbird is romance and sweetness and love, right? There's an aspect to that sweetness of love and happiness that comes with that hummingbird energy, right? With the nectar aspect. And this is such a happy, light, airy, beautiful, lovely energy. It's so sweet when the hummingbird comes out. All right. Such a beautiful glow that it's going to cast over the reading, right? Really? It's like that, Sagittarius. You got the Wheel of Fortune for your first key here. The Wheel of Fortune, first of all, it's a major arcana, which speaks of, fated or destined events. It's not arbitrary. Wheel of Fortune is luck, the wheel turning in your favor. Good things happening for you. Things finally manifesting. Why? This is really, really profound, this. Also, look at this. Circles, right? Circle there, so the snake in the middle, and these two circles here with the sun and the moon. And then we have the circle, the rainbow circle, framing the hummingbird here. There's something about cycles. What's going around, coming back around. It's really, really beautiful. But yeah, this is good stuff happening that can feel a bit unexpected or sped up in some way, shape, or form. Unexpected good fortune, right? But why do I feel like there's a part of you that may not have known in what way or time, whatever this is that you're feeling was going to come, but then, it does. You know that it's coming, but you don't necessarily know, when or what it's going to look like exactly. Or if you think that you do, you might be surprised in either the timing or the way that it shows up. But this is the wheel turning in your favor. Good luck, good fortune. And there's an aspect of surprise inherent with the Wheel of Fortune. Surprise. Really, really beautiful. I'm here for it also. Remember how I said I feel like you're going to feel this and you just know it? And then you have the owls here as well, which is about seeing things clearly, intuition, being able to really discern what is, not discernible by others. It's really beautiful. Really stunning. Oh, really? Okay. Really? Sagittarius, what is happening? I love it. Listen, you have the King of Pentacles here, and it's just too good. So let's just talk. So first of all, King of Pentacles, traditionally speaking, is about wealth, inheritance, abundance. It's the kind of generosity where you have so much to share and you're so happy to share it. it's that kind of energy. But this is being incredibly successful from a monetary standpoint, but also from a stable foundation standpoint. This is really reminding me of the house. Remember how we said that was a sturdy foundation? Now look at this like star crown. This is really reminding me of how you guys were, standing here, and then you, like, with a hologram, like a gold hologram, like formed a house around you. And then you have this crown like over this cow here. It's really fascinating. It's really, really fascinating. It's really beautiful. I'm also seeing this grasshopper here, which is Fool energy, which speaks of new starts, new beginnings that come as a result of a leap of faith. I do feel like there's change inherent in this. I do feel like there's an aspect where your situation is going to go from one thing to another. Why do I feel like you maybe have felt this coming or kept the faith around it, but there's either other people are going to say it, or you might even say it, where it's like, wow, this really feels like this is happening overnight or all at once. But your situation goes from one state of being to another, but like in a wonderful way. But again, with the snake here, transformation, shedding of skin. Why do I feel like you've been very patient in some way? You've kept the faith. You've been patient even when it was difficult, right? Wow. Sagittarius, this is really cool. Oh, good. Sagittarius, you just showed up in your own reading, Temperance. This is you. Do you know the kind of good luck that comes like when you show up? Are you aware of that, by the way? If you're watching this, you likely watch other, tarot readings, and you may have heard this before. It's so true. Whenever you get your card signifier and you're in reading, it is like the spirit is going, really pay attention to this time. You've got some good luck coming to you, and you're exactly where you're meant to be. That's what this means. When you show up and you're in reading, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Oh, is there any better feeling? Temperance, this is you. As we said, Sagittarius energy. This is about balance, patience, harmony, and divinity. It's so beautiful. But what I'm drawn to here is, what good Lord? Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles, and Temperance? Are you trying to overachieve? It's beautiful. But what I'm getting from this, again, with another moon here, is there's an aspect of this with the frog medicine that speaks of like a 10 of Wands energy of a needed detoxification, of allowing yourself to end a certain cycle or state of belief or a certain aspect of your situation so that you can go ahead and have your arms free for something new. I'm seeing that image that I saw in the meditation of that character, Iggy. It's coming through. Okay, let's talk about it because it's coming up. So just briefly, the character of Iggy from fried green tomatoes. It's a book, and they also made a film about it as well. So in that book and in the film, the character of Iggy, especially within the time period which takes place, it flashes back a lot to like the 1930s. During that time, women were expected to like wear dresses and like not work and like be married and all of these things, right? And this was in the South as well, right? I believe it takes place in Alabama, I think. So this was not a time to be a unique individual, if you were a woman anyway. The character of Iggy bucks against all of that societal conventions. Now, she had the privilege to be able to do so, it must be said, but she wore, overalls and like what were considered to be, quote, men's clothes. And she would go like gamble and hang out with the men down at like, the betting parlor. And then she opened her own business. Like, she really bucked against convention every step of the way. And a lot of people took issue with that. But the fact that she had the last laugh at the end of the day, because she lived a life of her choosing and not a life that anyone else, prescribed for her. So why it feels like with the Sagittarius energy, you guys, your inner core, your spirit, you guys are in a way similar to Aquarius energy in that you are the rebels of the zodiac. Rebels in the way that you are prone to not just the adventure aspect of life, but learning, questioning norms. Going, why would I stay within your system when there's another one, the potential of another one that's unique to me and fits me, right? You guys are not known for fitting yourself inside of anyone's, box, as it were. You're really known for like really paving your own way and being the unique, fiery individuals and adventure seekers and knowledge seekers that you are, right? So there's something in this that's really saying, like, you are being rewarded for that. What is coming to you is so unique to you, is so perfect for you, and is so of your inherent innate energy, like attracts like. And that's what I just got shivies. Like attracts like. And what's coming towards you is it's so for you. It's so unique to you. It's so tailored for you. But there is an aspect with this Temperance key. You're mostly out of the water, right? But there's this leg in here. It does feel like there's this aspect. This like frog is like looking back. And I'm seeing the skin on the snake. I feel like there's one last port of call. There's one last thing that wants to come through for you in terms of shedding what has been, shedding an old way of thinking, or releasing some aspect of yourself for the past in order to completely welcome what's coming. Because it's like all this good is happening. But even when good things happen, wish fulfillment can be difficult because it requires change. And as humans, you know, we're not hardwired to love change. So there's something in that as well. And I'm getting that too, because we have Taurus energy here with the bull. I actually feel like that's more of it's a bull, it's King of Pentacles. But when I look at it, I see a cow, interestingly enough. And Iggy was, you know, a female and that encapsulated a lot of male energy. And admittedly so, she was very forward about that. So it's interesting in this way. I feel like the frog is looking back here and going like, huh. So I do feel like there are aspects of your reality, they're going to be shaken up a bit. But it's all within the realm of really what is in your highest and best good. And it feels like it's something that you're going to have a lot of cause to celebrate over, which is really, really beautiful. So let's go ahead and get some advice, Sagittarius. Let's get some advice for you. You know, I'm also very drawn to these sunflowers in the King of Pentacles here. Sunflowers are associated with August and September, Leo season into Virgo season. I feel like there's something significant about that time period. By the way, if I didn't say it, I'll say it now. We're talking about the second half of July, but let me just be very clear. A lot of times with these readings, the reason why readers say like time is fluid and it's timeless reading and all of that, we as human beings need to put time labels on things, and it makes sense. It gives us a sense of structure and order in an otherwise chaotic world. I completely understand that. But so often in these readings, I feel like I'm looking at a broader time frame. But if I posted this as like second half of July until Labor Day, that doesn't really fit the same kind of structure that we can all work within in terms of, you know, YouTube and posting schedule and what you expect. And, you know, in terms of like, you know, when the readings are going to happen. So within that frame, I am looking at between now, the second half of July, and it feels like September with these sunflowers here. So we're looking at a larger time frame. Then we come back and read in August, we'll be looking at another aspect of this energy that it's going to be influencing you over that period. Okay? Feels important to say for some reason. I don't know why, but really important to clarify that. Okay, advice. Oh, really? Oh, God, I'm so obsessed. Okay, let's talk. So first of all, you've got the six of, I'll hold it in the upright for the visual, but it came out in the reverse and we're going to talk about that. So we got the Six of Swords and the Lovers for your advice. These are two of my absolute favorite keys and I'm here for it. So the Lovers is Gemini energy, which is the season we're just coming out of as we go into Cancer time. The Lovers is about love-based choices and then inner and outer harmony, right? Making choices from love over fear, right? Now, Six of Swords is my absolute favorite like key in the sword suit, right? It speaks of a complete mental relaxation, inner peace, but it also speaks of transitions from one point to another, sometimes over a body of water, moving from one place to another, or really going to a different place in some way, shape, or form. But this ultimately speaks of transitions in terms of, in my mind, I know that everything is well and everything's going to be well. And so I have no need to pollute my mind palace with anything but peace and flow and chill. That is Six of Swords. Now, the fact that this came up in the reverse with the Lovers as your advice, I feel like this is saying anything that is keeping you from this Six of Swords mindset, where's the love in it? How can you inject love in it? This is going to be different for different people, but there's an aspect of this that says, if you're having mental tension, if you have anxiety, if you have sadness, if you have, worry over this, if you have resentment, whatever, the plethora of human emotions available to us at any given time, whatever is impeding your inner peace, where's the love in it? Meaning, if there's I'm just going to give some examples to kind of like make it, kind of in a diagnostic clarity sense, right? Let's say you have a work relationship that is giving you a lot of tension in your mind and stresses you out and causes you a lot of discord, right? Well, then inject love into it. What does that mean? Setting healthy boundaries with this work relationship, right? Enacting in some self-care, choosing the self-love within you to go, you know what? I love myself too much to engage in this. I'm going to go do something different and not pick up that phone call. I'm going to not engage in this email exchange that's turning, a little bit dark. Whatever that is for you, where's the love in it? That is the key from taking the Six of Swords in reverse and putting it in the upright, right? Or if you're having a lot of this mental tension around things that you can't necessarily control, over things that aren't controllable or in your control, where's the love in it? How can I take care of myself and be gentle with myself because I'm having anxiety about things that there's nothing I can do, about which there's nothing I can do, right? Where's the love in it? That is the key for you for this time period. And I really, really, really love it. Let's go ahead and get an oracle. I'm feeling like this one. Oracle from the Sagittarius. It's interesting because this Queen of Forces, that feels like the Lovers as well, with the duality and the two aspects. Very interesting. You know what? I'm going to say it. It's really coming up here. Go watch the Gemini reading, because it feels like you got Gemini energy here. It feels related somehow. Gemini reading to supplement this one. Oracle. Yeah! I just got shimmies and I'm so here for it. The Fire Prince, hello and goodbye, fire signs. Optimism. Aggression. I'm so here for it. This is perfect. So optimism, we talked about that. You're expecting good things. You know that they're coming. Aggression. I do feel like this really speaks. First of all, this is really reminding me of Iggy, because Iggy in the fried green tomatoes used to use a slingshot a lot. So there's something about that. Anyway, if you want to watch a movie or read a good book, I recommend, just for something fun. Iggy is coming up in your energy for this time. So I do feel like the aggression part is hard. Would you come here, please? Is hearkening to this Lover's energy of this Queen off with their heads. Anything that is keeping you from a mental peace and quiet, injecting the love into it, that's the aggression aspect of this, right? It's really setting boundaries. It's doing what you need to do for you and really marching to the beat of your own drum as you go through all of this time where you're going to be manifesting and things are going to be becoming aligned for you in a 3D way after being in the 5D for some time, right? That's just what it is. And I really love it for you, Sagittarius. I'm so here for it. The Fire Prince. Yes. What a better note to end on, with the Queen of Wands and the Fire Prince. And with that being said, I so hope that this helped and resonated. If so, please do let me know in the comments below. I love reading your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would so appreciate that. And with that being said, and most of all, just thank you for being you and be well. Until next time.